So how often this happened to you? You're flying through the nether, or maybe the end, or some other dimension, regardless, and you're out of power, jetpack's already down half, boots taking a beating, and you just don't wanna end. You be caving, you don't wanna go back up to the surface, there's still more to get, and you just don't wanna stop and have to go recharge. And that, my friends, is going to be our goal for today. Um, as always, this is Sinapse, and we are playing Feed the Beast. And today we are going to do a mobile recharging station, I'm going to call it. Now there are things in the game called, there's like lap packs, which are basically battery packs that you wear on your back in place of a jetpack. But the issue with that is it doesn't recharge the jetpack, and you have to wear it on your back instead of the jetpack. And so I am thinking of a method that will use ender chests and ender bags, or ender pouches, and I will simply put my item into the ender pouch. It will go off into my ender chest, get sucked out, put through a something that will charge it, and then returned into my ender pouch fully charged and ready for me to use again. I'll just dig a hole in the wall while all my things are charging, sit there for a few minutes, let it all charge up, and then be right back at doing whatever I was doing. And I think this would be much more convenient than having to come back every time, like, my jetpack is running low and I'm like, oh, I can't go anywhere else because I don't want my jetpack to die. Gas just spawned down there. So instead of doing this at our big Halo base, I'm going to actually do it on my old island. No real reason besides I can't think of a place to do it on my new base. Whoa, bit of lag there. So we're actually gonna do it way over on that peninsula over there, and I might start a little house over there, a piratey house. I put a giant sign up. Let's see if it'll load. Right around there. Come on, load in. You can do it. Almost there. Oh, there it is. You can kind of see that cobble right there. There you go. It is a giant skull and crossbones, saying that this island has been claimed by a pirate lord, and that is why I have left. So I might build a piratey house over here, or pirate ship or something. And for now, I'm going to put my recharging station there, and move the world anchor over to here. The reason I don't really want a world anchor at my Halo base, Arc base, is that it has issues. If you never unload the chunks, they never save, and I don't want it to not save and then have issues if I, like, if something goes wrong with the server and it crashes, and then I go back to like a week or two ago of work, which would not be good. So I'm gonna keep the world anchor out here and have it on like solar panels. This will be like an industrial base underneath just the piratey house, and it'll probably be a general use thing. It'll have my recharging station. It'll probably actually have all my sorting. It will have tons and tons of pipes running from one chest. The idea is to get another ender pouch of a different color and have one just specifically for the recharging, and then another one for dumping in ores and dusts and things I find in a cave, and it will automatically process those, throw them through macerators, through induction furnaces, etc., and then pump out the end result into different ender chests that will then lead to my storage base in my Ark. So I might put that also underneath the Ark. We'll see. But we're definitely going to build something here, and is going to have my recharging thing. So I'm going to put down a portal, actually, and then I will start making the solar panels. I think over here actually looks pretty good. If I put the house here facing like into this cove thing, I think that'd be kind of cool. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make the solar panels, and be back with you then. Well, I have done it. I have made it possible to recharge What the heck? I don't remember doing that. Someone else been down here? Must have. Maybe that was lava and water or something. Anyways, I've made it possible to recharge my electronic devices from anywhere, even the nether and other dimensions. I simply right-click in this ender pouch, put the mining laser in. Mining laser will disappear. And then you wait about 40 seconds. Actually, exactly 40 seconds. And then it'll reappear. Nice and charged. Now, if it's completely empty, the mining laser takes 2 rounds through the charging to become fully charged. But most things like my boots and my jetpack will just take the 140-second charging period. And when it's done charging, it'll appear back in here. And if you don't grab it in 15 to 20 seconds, it'll disappear and go through another round of charging. So it only takes like 2 minutes to go from fully empty mining laser to a full mining laser. You'll see here, there we go. And look at that. Mining laser back and ready to work. Get back to, oh, that's gravel. Get back to mining some ores. No issue at all. Now, the main reason I want to do this, besides just for convenience, and just being able to cave for extended amounts of time now, is I want to go to different dimensions, like the Twilight Forest and the Nether, and be able to just jetpack around and not have to worry about, oh no, I have to only use half my fuel because I'm going to have to get back as well, or worry about having like my armor break if I take too much damage. This way I can just hole up into a wall, close myself in, and put my things in the charger, and it will just charge it up for me. How this works, I'm actually going to show it in just a few seconds, but how it works is there is an ender chest linked to this ender bag. You can see, or ender pouch, sorry. And when I open the ender pouch up, it also opens that ender chest. I put the item in, and then it is received by a turtle that is running just, ooh, diamond. A script to just keep turning around and trying to grab things from the ender chest. It is received by that turtle, is turned around, put in an MFE unit, which might be upgraded to an MFSU eventually. Hi, zombie. Also lights things on fire. Kind of cool. But is received by the turtle, put into the MFE. The turtle waits 40 seconds, and then takes it back out of the MFE, turns around, and puts it back into the ender chest, and waits 15 seconds before grabbing it again. So, it'll just continually go there. It's a startup script, so it's never going to stop. I have a world anchor where the turtle is, so it's always going to be loaded no matter where I go. I can always just open up my ender bag, or ender pouch. I keep calling it ender bag. I feel like it should be called an ender bag, not a pouch. Who says pouch? Anyways, I knew that diamond's back there. I'm not ignoring it, don't worry. I don't have that much diamond yet, although I do have a, oh, poor bat. I do have a significant amount. I have about 40 diamonds now. Working my way up to that 72 for the linking book writer, whatever thing. But really my main concern right now is iridium to make a matter fabricator. But I'm going to go over to where the charging station is, which is a bit away from here. So I will see you when I get there. Quick thing before we get back to the actual recharging station. Look at all this ore. So what makes caving and mining fun again in Feed the Beast? Just so much ore. Although I guess redstone and lapis are both normal, but you know, still looks awesome. I was a naughty boy. I accidentally deleted the recording that I did showing off this. So this episode's going to be a little bit shorter. All we're going to do is the charging thing. I had other stuff after it, but now if I go anywhere else, I'm going to spoil the next 2 episodes or so. So this is the charging station. It has 4 advanced solar panels and an MFE, and underneath this, I can't look behind me because there's spoilers under there, or behind me. Oh, by the way, this is our new Pirate Cove area. So yeah, I hate when people see. I don't hate when people say so yeah, but a YouTuber named Blame the Controller brought it up, and now I do. I have to consciously stop myself from saying so yeah, because it is purely a space filler. I do say a lot, but I'm making progress, you know? Little steps at a time. Anyways, so this is the ender chest, which is linked to my charging bag. You can see if I click it, the ender chest will open. And what I did is I just have a turtle here, and the thing about turtles is no fuel is spent if it's picking up items, placing items, or just turning. The only time it uses fuel is if it actually moves. It can also dig and place blocks without using fuel. So this guy never has to have fuel, and will put items in for my for charging in my MFE from anywhere. So let's put an electric tree tap in there just for funsies. So you can see it left the ender chest, went into the turtle, and is now in the MFE. He will wait there for 40 seconds, and then pull it out, turn around, and put it back into the ender chest. So we'll see him sometime. Gotta wait 40 seconds. 40 seconds is actually a lot longer than you think it is. It's plenty for everything but the mining laser. The mining laser, if it's fully empty, it does take 2 things. I think I already covered that. It's hard to remember though, since I did delete this footage, and then the footage from before is now about 4 days old in my brain. But sometime soon, come on, there we go. He picked it up, puts it back in the ender chest, and I can grab it. He's running on an infinite loop, and it's a startup script, so if anything ever happens that for whatever reason he stops working, if he gets reset and put back down, the second he starts up, he will then start up that script. So we're going to look at it. Gotta sort my inventory because I hit R. I'm going to have to rebind that key eventually. I just never get around to it. Anyway, so this is the function called grab. As you can see, I commented spins until it can pick up an item from the chest or MFE. That's what it said there. So all this function does is run a repeat that says turtle turn right. So it'll spin in a circle rightwards until turtle suck equals true. Now turtle suck is the command to suck up something from either the ground, from a chest in front of it, or from like an MFE. So it'll keep turning right until it can suck up an item. And when it can suck up the item, it does. And then after it can do that, it ends that function grab. But until it can suck something up, it'll continue to do that, doing nothing else but spinning and trying to grab. So this is the actual main script that it runs. Anything with function in front of it has to be called before it is activated. So this is the actual script. It runs on a completely infinite loop while true do, so there's no way to stop it besides the hold control and T, which you saw me do, and it'll say program terminated. But it runs the grab function, so it just spins there looking for something to grab until it can, and then once it does, it turns right twice and then drops the item, which will put it into the MFE. It just does the first item, so hopefully there's nothing in the turtle that is... Oh gosh. Okay. Nothing around me too immediate. I think there's like a dungeon down here. It's gotta be, or a cave or something, because I heard a... oh damn, I probably just looked at the spoilers. Oh well. Spoiler alert. Too late now. Anyway, it drops it in the MFE, sleeps for 40 seconds, then it sucks it back up, turns left twice, and drops it back into the ender chest, then waits 15 seconds. This is so I can grab it out of the ender chest if I don't get the timing exactly perfectly. I have a 15-second window to pick it up before it goes back to its endless loop. So this will, even though it says end here, this is just the end of the function to let it know that it loops back from there. So once it puts it back and waits 15 seconds, it'll go back to the grab function and do it all over again. So we actually have to save and then exit and then just run start up. And you can see he just spins there endlessly looking for something to grab. The only way that this could go bad is like if I actually want to like charge something on my own and I just put something in there. He then just grabs it out and puts it in my ender chest and waits 40 seconds. And then I'm pretty sure I have to wait through the entire 40 seconds because I don't know what he'll do if there's not anything to suck up after that 40 seconds. So I don't want to screw it over and stop that, basically. Actually, we could just, let's just do this. Terminate program. You can't right-click the ender chest with the ender pouch, which is like I would just double access the inventory. Can I just access it once, please? But no, you get nothing. Kind of useless. Oh, actually, I know why. Because you would sync up the ender pouch to that chest. I'm stupid. Anyways, but yeah, that's what our charging station is. In the next episode, we will be building the stuff right behind me, or at least talking about it more. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this short episode. Sorry about the loss of footage there. I sincerely apologize. Hopefully it will not happen again. You guys get to see me do all my stupid things like usual. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.